I almost became dinner the day my husband finally took me to meet his family in the village. I knew something was wrong the moment we entered his village. The sun was sitting behind the mountains, painting the sky orange and gold, yet the air around me felt strangely cold. I walked beside my husband towards his family house, but he wouldn't look at me. His hands trembled slightly. I sensed it. His silence grew heavier with every step. So I figured out maybe it is the reason he never allowed me to meet his family or visit his village ever since we got together the last 5 years. Outside the house, his relatives stood waiting. Nobody smiled. The elderly women stared at me with cold eyes, like they already knew something I didn't. Even the children stayed quiet. My heart started beating faster, but I tried to convince myself I was just nervous. That night, inside a dimly lit hut, his family sat in a circle whispering while secretly staring at me. An old grandmother pointed at me angrily while speaking in a low voice, the language I didn't even understand. My husband sat there in silent, guilty written all over his face. That same evening, I noticed people outside boiling water in a huge black saucepan over firewood. Women were whispering, men stood nearby, sharpening knives. I tried to ignore it and convince myself I was overthinking.
You need to go right now before we make you the spice for our dinner tonight, and please just leave.
Until a little girl, maybe around 7 years old, walked up to me quietly. She looked terrified. She grabbed my hand and whispered, "Auntie, you are the sauce for tonight. Run before we boil you." I froze. For a second, I almost laughed because how could a child say something so horrifying? But then I remembered the stairs, the whispers, the giant pot, and suddenly every part of me knew she was telling the truth. The little girl secretly pulled me behind one of the huts and showed me a narrow path leading to the forest. She whispered, "Don't let them see you." I didn't even pick my bags. I ran. I ran through the darkness like death itself was breathing down my neck. Branches tore my clothes. My feet bled on the rocks. Behind me, I could hear shouting in the distance, "She has disappeared." Heavy rain pouring from the skies. Then behind me, villagers carrying torches chased me through the darkness. While mud splashed beneath my feet, I ran for my life. By dawn, my body gave up near a roadside. A truck driver found me collapsed in the dirt mud cause it was raining and rushed to help me. When I finally made it home, I grabbed my children immediately and we disappeared before he could ever return for us. Months later, I discovered another betrayal waiting for me like a knife in my back. My own sister had been secretly seeing my husband for the past 3 years. Now, every night, I keep asking myself the same question. Should I warn my sister that the man she is with may be a man eater? Or should I just stay silent and let fate answer for itself after the betrayal she gave me? Will I be considered evil if I don't tell her?